Good morning, students. So today we are going to see the book back exercise for the poem Sing a Max Friend. So I hope you have remember the poem. What is the poem is about? The poem is about the importance of max. Okay, its max plays an important role. That was given in the poem. Now we are going to see the book back exercise for the poem. Okay, first one, set going. Have to write a true or false. Okay, have to write T for true and F for false. Okay. So first one, we should never do max. We should never do max. So what the poem says, have to do max every day. That was the poem line. But here they are given we should never. Never means not. It's a negative one. We should never means not. Okay. We should not do max. So in the poem what they are saying, you have to do max only. So the statement is false. So you have to put F. Okay. The next one, we count ahead and sideway. How we will count? We will count only ahead and backward only. But here they are given a sideway. So it's a false. We count ahead and sideway. It's a false. So how do we count? We count only ahead and backward only. Okay. So the statement is a false. The next one, we use letters to do max. This statement is correct. We use letters to do max. So the statement is false. So the max, it will be fully consist of only numbers only. But here they are given a letters. So this is a false. Okay, we will be using number only to do max. So the statement is false. Okay, we built with shapes. Yes, the statement is true only. We have to learn max by building the shapes. So this statement is correct. We built with shapes. So this is a true. Okay, the next one, knowing max help us to tell the tan. So the max, it will teach you how to see the tan. So the statement is correct. So it's a true one. So I have to write T to that. Okay. Again I am repeating. Students, copy down this in your notebook. Okay. We should never do max. So this is a false. We count ahead and sideway. So this is a false statement. Okay. We use letters to do max. It's a false statement. And we built with shapes. So it's a true only. Okay. Knowing max help us to tell the tan. So this is a true. Okay. So now we are going to see about a speaking junction. Okay. So which subjects do you like to write a poem on? So there are many subjects. There are 5 subjects, right? So Tamil, English, like that you will be having many subjects. So which subjects do you like the most? For that you have to write a poem. Already I have taught you the poem, right? So with the help of the poem you have to write just 4 lines. Okay. Write 4 lines on your favorite subject and recite it in class. Use expression with the recitation. Okay. So you have to write a 4 lines. Okay. For your favorite subject you have to write a 4 lines poem. Okay. With the help of I have already told the poem, no, sing a max rhyme. So with the help of that you have to write a poem for your favorite subject. Okay, that's a 4 lines. Just you have to write only 4 lines. Okay, this is a homework for you. Okay, now we are going to see about a vocabulary junction. In vocabulary junction we are going to see about homophones. Okay, vocabulary junction. In that we are going to see about homophones. Okay, what is homo? Homo means the same. Okay, homo means the same. What is homo? Homo means the same. Okay, then phone means sound. Okay, phone means sound. So homophones, so we can divide the homophones into homo and phones. Homo means the same, phone means the sound. Okay, what is homophones? Homophones are words that sounds the same but have different spellings and meanings. Okay, what is homophones? Homophones are words, okay, Homophones are words that sounds the same. Okay, we will be having same sound. Okay, sounds the same but have different spelling and meaning. Okay, so different spelling and meaning. So homophones means what? Homophones means are words that sounds the same but have different spelling and meaning. So what they are telling means homophones na sounds வந்து சேமா இருக்கும். ஒரு வேர்டு ஒரு டூ வேர்ட்ஸோட சவுண்ட்ஸ் வந்து சேமா வந்து இருக்கும். ஆனால் அதனுடைய ஸ்பெல்லிங்ஸும் மீனிங்கும் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக வந்து இருக்கும். ஓகே, தட்ஸ் கால்ட் அ ஹோமோஃபோன்ஸ். அது சவுண்ட்ஸ் வந்து சேமாக ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். பட் ஆனால் அதோடைய ஸ்பெல்லிங்ஸும் மீனிங்ஸும் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்கிறது தான் வந்து என்னது homophones. Okay, let me explain you with the example. Okay, example of homophones are male, male. So what is male? Male is a male. Male means you having a Gmail, you will say no. So this male and male, they sound the same. Pronouns about male, they are pronounced the same but they have the different spelling. The spelling is different and the meaning is also different. Okay, then hair. Okay, hair means our hair, you all will be knowing. Hair means the young one of rabbit is hair. Okay, hair. Then B, all will be knowing B, right? B, and this is B. In English normal we will be using this word, this is a verb, it's a B. The next one, peace. Peace means அமைதி. இந்த peace வந்து என்னது? அமைதி. Okay, this piece means one bit of. Can you give me some piece of cake? Piece of cake means the bit of a cake. Piece. Okay, the next, tail. Okay, tail means what? Tail means a story. Okay, tail na another story. This tail you all will be knowing, right? So animals will have a tail. Okay, so these are the examples of homophones. Okay, these are the homophones. So homophones means what? So they are the words that sounds the same but have a different spelling and meaning. So these words, male, hair, bee, peace, tail. So these words, it sounds the same but they have a different spelling. See here, this male spelling and this male spelling, the spelling is different and also have a different meaning. The meaning is also a different one. Okay, these are some of the examples of the homophones. Okay, now we can see from our poem, that is Sing a Max Rhyme poem, we can see a homophones. Okay, add some in, take some away. Add some in, take some away. So here the word some is there. So in the second line, so in the second line, the word some. So in the second line, the sum sounds the same as sum. Okay, so it sounds the same as the sum. So in the second line, the sum is there, no. So it pronounced like a sum. Okay, what's the difference between sum and sum? Sum. Okay. So these are the homophones in our poem. How will we pronounce the word? We will pronounce this as sum and this as sum. So it sounds, these words, it sounds the same but have a different spelling and meaning, right? Here a sum means a little amount of a something. Okay, sum means a little amount of something. Okay, here the sum, it refers to a little amount of something. This sum means total amount of something, that is addition. Okay, the total amount of something. Okay, this sum it refers to a little amount of something, and this sum it refers to total amount of something, that is our addition. So these words, they sounds the same but they have a different spelling and meaning. They are called as homophones. Homophones means they sounds the same but have a different spellings and meaning. Okay, now we shall do the exercise. Okay, now we shall do the exercise. Okay, so choose the correct word for each picture from the given pair of words. Okay, one has been done for you. Okay, so now see this picture. So here these are the examples of the homophones. What is a homophones? Homophones means they sound the same but they have a different spelling and meaning. Okay, so these are the homophones. So in that homophones, they are given one picture. See the first picture. So it's a board. So what's the correct spelling for that? It's a sail or sail. It's a sail. S-A-I-L. So it's a correct spelling. Okay. So the board, it sail. Okay. So correct spelling is S-A-I-L. So that's what you have to return. That one has been done for you. Now rest of the things you have to do. Okay. So with the help of the picture clue, you have to write a correct spelling. So here the pictures are there. No, for the picture you have to see the picture and have to write the correct spelling. Okay, that's what you have to do now. So see the next one. 1. So here what picture is there? See the second picture. What is it? It's a number 1. What's the spelling for it? It is a O-N-E. Okay. First one, sail. Okay. Second one, O-N-E. 1. Okay. See the third one. It is a sun. What's the picture? It's a sun. What's the correct spelling for sun? It is S-U-N. Okay. Then see the fourth picture. What is the girl doing? He's wearing a bye. Okay. What's his correct spelling? B-Y-E. Bye. Okay. B-Y-E. The correct spelling is B-Y-E. Okay. See the next picture. Fifth picture. What is it? It's a flower. What's the spelling for flower? First one or second one? It's a first one. Okay. F-L-O-W-E-R. Flower. Then sixth one. What is it? It is a young one of rabbit. The young one of rabbit is what? It is a hare. Okay, what is correct spelling of hare? First one or second one? H-A-R-E or H-A-I-R? It's a hare. First one, H-A-R-E. Okay. H-A-R-E. H-A-R-E. First one, sail. Second one. Third one, sun. Fourth one, boy. Fifth one, flower. Sixth one, hair. Have to write a correct spelling. Okay, students, copy these in your notebook. So now we shall go to the next exercise. So listen to the incomplete sentences. Choose the correct word to complete each sentence. So I will read it one incomplete sentences. So you have to fill in the blanks. You have to write the words. Okay, the words are given here. These are the homophones. Okay, now I will read out some one sentence. Okay, so you have to write that one. Okay, so this is a homework for you students. Now itself you can write, by hearing me you can write now itself. Okay, this is a homework for you. So I am going to read the sentences. Now side by side you can write it in your notebook. Okay, first one, that is a A. Okay, so I have to write waste or waste. So by hearing you have to write the correct spelling. Okay, Ravi did not dash time. Ravi did not dash time. So I have to write this or this. What's the correct spelling? I have to write it in your notebook. Okay, Ravi did not dash time. The next one, she braids her dash. She braids her dash. That is hair or hair, you have to write it down. Okay, she braids her dash, hair or hair. Next one, I did not dash that letter. I did not dash that letter. That is right or right. Right or right, you have to write it down the correct answer. Okay, I did not dash the letter. It's a right or right, you have to write. The next one, we need a dash to relax. That is break, bake or break. Break or break. You have to write the correct spelling. So we need dash to relax. The next one, I want to have dash milk. That is some or some. I want to have a dash milk. Some or some. Once again I am reading, have to write side by side. Now itself you can write it down. Okay, Ravi did not dash time. That is waste or waste. She braids her dash, hair or hair. I did not dash the letter, right or right. Then fourth one, we need a dash to relax, break or break. Next one, I want to have dash milk, some or some. Okay students, I hope you have written this. Okay, if you have written, please send it to me. Okay, in today's class what we have seen the true or false, and I have given a one more homework also. Which subject you like the most, you have to write a poem for 4 lines. For the 4 lines I have to write the poem. And next we have seen vocabulary junction, we have seen about homophones. Okay, what is homophones? Homophones means that the words that sounds the same but have a different spelling and meaning. So this is what we have learned today, and I have given this as the homework. I have to write the correct spelling. Okay, I hope you understand this. Thank you.